Geez, what is with you people and the anal probes? Howdy guys, Glenn here. I know I haven't made a whole bunch of videos in the past week or so, but a myriad of things going on, super busy at work, have been having some trouble internet-wise the past day or so, and the biggest thing is I haven't gotten any subscription boxes yet. We got the Comic-Con box, but after that I haven't really gotten anything. I'm expecting some today, so we'll have quite a few videos coming back to back here because those boxes tend to come at the same time. So what we're going to do today is we're going to have another little pop review. I got my Pop in a Box subscription, the first one since Pop in a Box started shipping internationally again. So I have a 4-pop subscription, and the 4 pops come out to about $50 to $53 with shipping, which honestly is a little bit pricey for 4-pop figures. But to me it's worth it because as big as my collection is, having Pop in a Box and knowing that I'm going to get pops that I do not have, I will not get repeats, that's a big plus for me, and to me it's worth paying a little bit of a premium. If you're just starting your collection, maybe Pop in a Box is going to be a little bit price prohibitive for you, because pretty much any of the pop subscriptions or any of the subscription boxes really that have pops in them, you're probably not going to have as big a chance at getting repeats as I am. So I got my 4 pops this month, which is the weird thing about it though is that Pop in a Box sent me 3, and then a couple days later I got my 4th. Now one thing about Pop in a Box is they will not send you a pop if they can't find one for you. So you basically put in your collection in their site, and every month they look at it and they look for pops that you don't have to send you. If they don't have pops that you don't have, they won't send you anything and they won't charge you. So at first I got 3, so I figured, okay, they got 3 pops that I didn't have instead of the 4, so I got 1 fewer, but they didn't charge me as much. And then I looked and I saw I was charged for 4, and I was kind of wondering, but then 2 days later I got a box with just 1 pop in it. So obviously they found a 4th and they shipped it along separately. So we're going to go over it. They kind of themed it this month. I got 4 new pops, and they went with the X-Files set. So fairly new set. I've got the X-Files from the television line. We've got Dana Scully. We've got the cigarette smoking man from the show. X-Files alien. And of course, the last one, Howard from Big Bang Theory. Okay, didn't get Mulder, but I got the other 3. So they obviously didn't have Mulder, so they didn't have that to send me. This was the one that was sent separately, so obviously they didn't have Mulder, so they sent me Howard, which is okay. I like Howard. So let's check these pops in detail, huh? Alright, let's do Howard Wolowitz first. He is number 59 from the Big Bang Theory, the television series of pops. Got it right there. You got the Big Bang background. And doesn't show the other pops on these. It basically gives a little bio of each of the characters on the show. So there we go. Pop itself, pretty simple pop. One thing I've noticed lately while I'm reviewing these pops is something that I really like is the fact that Funko does a really good job of putting these characters in poses that exemplify their character. So I like this pose. Howard's very confident, outwardly confident, but it's a really nice pose. He's got a cool alien belt that you can see there. Oh, I love this new camera. I can get nice close-ups. And his purple outfit, striped shirt, belt goes all the way around. It's kind of kooky. As far as the model, a little bit of a blemish up at the top. It looks like some stray glue or something like that. Shiny material there that kind of got stuck. Other than that, the pop looks pretty good. Not a whole lot of bleeding that I'm seeing. The back looks good. I like the details of the back pockets, and the belt, of course, and overall looking pretty good. They even got his sideburns in there. All right, that's Howard Wolowitz, number 59. Okay, getting into the X-Files line. This is Dana Scully, FBI agent number 184, also the television line. And you got a cool X-Files background there. And then on the back it shows all the other X-Files figures available. 3 of which I got in this box, but of course not the main character, Fox Mulder, which is kind of weird. Alright, so Scully. I like this model. I was never quite that into the X-Files other than watching it. You know, I'd watch it regularly. But I wasn't, you know, obsessed with it. I wasn't, you know, really mad about it too much back when it was on for the first time. But I always liked the show. As far as this pop goes, this is a pretty good looking pop. The hairstyle's a little weird. I guess it reflects the way her hair was in the 90s. I remember it was a little more red. And if you look, actually, the model, these pops that have red hair tend to, on the box, have more of a brown hair look to it, which I always found is odd because the pop always turns out to be more red. Ygritte from Game of Thrones comes to mind. Her hair is definitely red on the pop figure, but brown on the box. So that's kind of an odd thing. Nice details. It got the FBI badge there. She's holding her flashlight. I really like the outfit. It looks good as far as a model goes. Top of the head looks great. You know, we're always looking at that. And, you know, no paint bleeding or anything like this. This is a pretty simple pop as far as the paint goes because you pretty much, other than the hair, you've got all one color with the outfit. But other than that, good looking pop. That's Dana Scully, number 184 from X-Files. Okay, the mysterious cigarette smoking man. True to his word, he's got the cigarette in his hand. This is number 185. Same background as the other X-Files pops, and the same back showing all of the characters. Pretty good likeness as far as comparing the box to the figure. This is a very simple figure. I mean, if you didn't know the X-Files or you didn't know anything about the show, you might not even recognize this as being very different than just a pop of a, you know, gray-haired dude. But he's got his suit on, he's got his trench coat. Again, the pose is pretty right there, right? And he's always holding that cigarette like that. The pop itself looks pretty good. A couple of little blemishes. Again, another patch of kind of off paint on the back and some shiny parts on the front. But other than that, it looks pretty good. Very detailed with when you get all the way to the belt and the tie, and then the trench coat belt on the back. That's a nice touch. Is the open belt on the trench coat. Other than that, pop looks pretty good. And that is the cigarette smoking man, number 185 from X-Files. All right, Alien number 186. Very smartly, they included a stand with this one because it's got those teeny-weeny legs and feet that are sure to tip it over. This is number 186. Same typical box as everything else. One thing I notice is that his pose doesn't really match the box itself. You know, on the box his hand is more up, kind of a little more menacing than this particular pop figure itself. Now, talk about a simple pop. It's a gray, so guess what? It's all gray everywhere. So all they had to do was make sure that they got the gray paint, and they did a good job on the eyes, which they did. There's a little bit of a blemish over here. You can kind of tell they scrubbed the paint just a little bit on the front of the left eye there. But other than that, looks pretty good. I like the hands. I think I would have liked this pose to be a little bit more like the box. But other than that, it actually looks pretty good. Again, it comes on a stand, which was a smart choice. So that's pretty much it. Alien number 186 from X-Files.
Alright everybody, that's about it. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed
our little review of these 4 pop figures from Pop in a Box. I can't recommend Pop in a Box enough, especially if you have a lot of pops already and you want to make sure that you are getting some surprise pops. You like the mystery part, but you're getting some pops that you don't already have. Coming up, we have our subscription boxes coming in, so we'll get back to those reviews. As always, we have our giveaways. I've already announced a couple of them. Make sure you're sharing that Comic-Con box video, because that will get you in the running for the Darth Vader fabrications, and also a bonus pop if we get 1,200 views on that particular video. So make sure you're sharing that. We've got our Twitter contest going as well, so make sure you share or retweet any of these videos that pop up on your Twitter feed. And other than that, we will see you next time. Bye-bye.